feeling? I feel fine. I mean, I know the end is coming and I have no regrets. I just wish we had more time. Yeah, me too. So I've been meaning to ask you this for a while now. How did you lose both kidneys? I wrestled a pig, you wrestled a pig. And while we were both wrestling, that piece of bacon bit through both of my kidneys. And after he did that, he just left me to die. You lost your kidneys to a pig. Okay, chill, jeez. Hold up, don't die yet. We may have found a way to save your life, all right? We take the organs from a genetically engineered pig. Yes, it's the same one that beat you up, so you get your revenge story, and we put them in you. That way you get to live for a lot of money, but you get to live. What the fuck? What? Why'd you stop the movie? The acting was so good. Those men deserve Oscars. Are you kidding me? Come on, they know that's not how xenotransplantation actually works. Oh, okay. Your words, not mine. Welcome to this first episode of Big Brain Time. Today's episode is all about xenotransplantation, that one surgery that was created by Dr. Dolittle. That's right, he was a human surgeon who could talk to animals. So is it that hard to believe that he could entrap animals and extract their organs to use in human patients? There's 100% a conspiracy involving animal organ trafficking. Oh my god, that got dark really fast. Xenotransplantation has always been around, because people can get those pig valve transplants in their hearts and stuff, but this year, it's been over the headlines like crazy. Be sure to keep watching to find out why, and let's get started. Xenotransplantation is the operation of taking a body part or an organ from a non-human animal and transplanting that into a human. The non-human animal is usually a pig because its organ sizes are very similar to the sizes of human organs. And let's be honest, it's a good thing these pigs exist because could you imagine getting a lung transplant from like an elephant? All right, kids, now I want you to take a nice big deep breath before you dive into the water, okay? Okay. All right, let's go ahead and... Okay, are you ready this time? Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and... Are you done? Okay, finally, as I was saying, now sure, this is some obscure operation that you've probably never heard about being done, so why should you care about this? What does xenotransplantation mean for organ transplant costs? And are there any risks from getting an organ from another animal? We've got the answers to all these questions and more. Let's start with why you might want to know about xenotransplantation, and drum roll please. Your organs suck and they're probably gonna fail at some point. Yay! No confetti? Okay, fine. Organ failure is a common symptom for all types of problems that can get out of control. Infection, viruses and bacteria, cancers, aging, getting shanked probably, watching the show Hype House. Yeah, in that case, your ears, eyes, and brain have to be replaced. Grueling surgery. You don't want to go through that. That show was released in January of this year and did so bad that not even the critics gave it a score. The Association of American Medical Colleges, also known as the AAMC, also known as the organization that gatekeeps medical education, reports that every day 20 people die while waiting for an organ transplant. And every 10 minutes, someone new is added to that national transplant list. So there's A, a shortage of organs, and B, the number of people that need organs just keeps going up. But let me make something clear. That sketch in the beginning, it kinda lied to you. That's right, don't gasp, chill. Xenotransplantation isn't something you can just choose to get done, as of right now. Right now, full organ xenotransplantation is only really being done experimentally, and to get it, you've gotta kinda be dying. But the more studies that are done, the more likely xenotransplantation can be a solution to organ shortages. And this stuff isn't science fiction, although it's not as easy as just swapping hearts with Miss Piggy. Ugh. That image is definitely going to keep you from watching the Muppets for a while. Sorry about that. So how does xenotransplantation even work in the first place? Well, it works by genetically modifying the pig so that its organs don't have these molecules on them that trigger the human immune system. There's a total of 10 genetic changes made. 3 genes that would have angered our immune system are knocked out. 6 genes that make our immune system love the organ are added, and 1 gene that would have caused the pig's heart to supersize was knocked out. All this was done so that human bodies can sustain the organ. Yeah, that's right. If science can give your whiny ass at-home COVID test kits, then you bet they can pull this shit off too. This past year, surgeons were able to pull off whole organ transplantations, something we haven't really seen before. Normally we just do valve transplants, but surgeons this time did a pig kidney and pig heart transplant. The kidney transplants were done in brain-dead patients, and they worked properly for the entirety of the experiment. The heart transplant, though, is a little bit different story. It was transplanted into a living person at the University of Maryland, and although it initially worked, the patient ended up dying 2 months later. But objectively, and the successful part, is that the heart started working right away when it was put into the patient's body. Which is actually pretty cool, not gonna lie. During the autopsy of the patient, the pig heart tested positive for porcine cytomegalovirus. Yeah, that's the pig version of the virus that's related to the virus in humans that causes chickenpox and mono and other related diseases. So once you get it, it kind of stays dormant in your body for the rest of your life. In a little bit, we're gonna address how to deal with these viruses. But in the meantime, what the hell? Apparently that virus was just missed in the pre-screenings, but what? How do you just miss a virus like that? So if scientists don't forget about viruses, and let's be honest, when this surgery becomes successful, you can treat people before their organs even fail. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so we got this new surgery, but what about the costs? Well, initially they're gonna be as high as Snoop Dogg on 420, but according to Nature, a premier scientific journal, also known as Vogue magazine for every single nerd out there, it costs $500,000 for a pig organ transplant. Into a baboon. Don't ask me why they know that. This amount, though, is thought to be 5 times as high as this surgery is going to potentially cost in the future. And if the availability of organs and competition between the organ suppliers increases, then prices are likely to go down even more, making organ transplantation more available and affordable for those in need. Another question is, what about the risks? Specifically, what are the risks of getting an animal-borne disease? Don't freak out, but there is the possibility, amongst other virus groups, of contracting this group of viruses called PERVs, less commonly known though as the Matt Gates virus group. These viruses are known to infect kidney cells, but of all the thousands of transplants that have gone on, doctors haven't found this virus in any of them. To make sure that stays that way, pigs for xenotransplantation are genetically modified using CRISPR-Cas9 scissors, or at least they're supposed to be. Any viruses in the heart, kidney, or I don't know if you wanted a pig brain, are inactivated. So that's whole organ xenotransplantation. It's a new experimental procedure that has promises of decreasing transplantation costs and making transplantation more accessible for people in need. But before it's advanced and implemented, a shit ton of questions, typical America style, have to be asked. Questions like, is it ethical to create pig farms for the purpose of organ transplantation? Does PETA now have another reason for going after doctors' asses? If you get a pig organ but then eat a ham sandwich, does that count as cannibalism? All very important questions. Very important questions indeed. So till xenotransplantations become more affordable and accessible, try not to wrestle a pig and just have your organs gouged out. Otherwise, you're gonna end up with having the most expensive and confusing cannibalistic existential crisis. That's all for this episode. I'll see you next time. Hey everyone, from my channel and from Columbia's channel, I really hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for watching this first episode. If you liked it, please leave a like. I'd also love any comments, even criticisms and stuff, because I'm trying to send the Daily Show out of business and stuff like that. And subscribe to the Big Brain Time and Columbia channels. See you next episode.